Derek Meyer here. I own Hixon Mortgage Company. We had the opportunity to serve over 350 families in 2025. We are partnered with a large builder here in the Pacific Northwest, and I'm here to tell you today why I think preferred lenders for builders suck. Every single personal finance guru on YouTube will tell you the same thing. Never use the builder's preferred lender. They'll rip you off. They're lazy. They don't care about you. And I'm here to tell you, before we go any further, that most of these gurus are right. Most preferred lenders in this country deserve every single word of that reputation because they've earned it. But I am the preferred lender for one of the largest builders here in the Pacific Northwest. And I'm going to spend the next 12 minutes, probably 7, telling you something that nobody else in my position will say out loud. I want you to shop me. I dare you to shop me. I'm begging you to shop me. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why I'm okay with this. Okay, let's start with the reputation. Why do preferred lenders have such a bad name? Because really most of them have earned it. And here's how the game still works for 90% of the preferred lender setups in this country. The builder partners with one lender. That lender gets exclusive access to every single buyer that walks through the door. The buyer assumes that the word preferred means best. Not true at all. It means the lender who paid for the relationship. And that lender knows the buyer feels obligated. They know the buyer doesn't want to look ungrateful for the incentives. So they'll pad the rate 0.25%, sometimes 0.5%. They tack on those stupid junk fees. They run a slow, sloppy process because they have no real competition. And that buyer pays for it month after month, year after year, for 30 years. So when your gut tells you that something sounds off about the preferred lender pitch, investigate that. So let me walk you through what actually makes preferred lender worth using, because one of us is doing the job correctly. We are the best deal in the market, and I don't think it's even close. The best. And I'm going to prove it to you with 4 pillars. Pillar number 1 is access, real access. The lender has to be a broker and a banker, not a single product retail shop, because the moment you tie a buyer to one menu of products, you've already lost the game. Oftentimes, you're not getting the best deal. You're getting the deal that fits their menu. Conventional, FHA, VA, USDA, jumbo, non-QM, bank statement loans, asset loan based, doctor loans, first-time home buyers, down payment assistance programs, you name it. So when you walk in, these are the loans that I have available. I'm not trying to fit you into a box. I'm building the box around you. That's the difference. Pillar number 2 is builder incentive. This is where I tend to outshine outside lenders simply because they can't compete. And I want to be very clear about why. The builder I work with sets aside money per home in incentive money that flows through the preferred lender channel. That's not a kickback. That's not a markup. That's the builder paying your closing costs and buying down your interest rate because they want the homes sold. And they want them sold usually by the end of the quarter. So that money is real. That money is on the table. It's profit margin they've got built in. And it's only available if you fund the loan through the preferred channel. So if you go to an outside lender, you might walk away with the competitive rate, maybe even a more competitive rate, but you leave thousands of dollars in incentive money on the table. Or it could be $20,000, maybe $30,000. I've seen some pretty crazy incentives right now. Depending on the home, the quarter, and the inventory, and the situation in that community, I've seen buyers walk away from $40,000 in stacked incentives because their cousin's friend just got hired at a mortgage shop and offered them a rate 0.125% lower. The math does not work. It never works. Pillar number 3, service. That's a big one. World-class, white gloves, know your name service, and I know every lender on the planet claims this. So let me tell you exactly what it means in new construction, because new construction is its own animal. Ask the builder. The timeline is dictated by the build itself. The appraisal can't happen until the home is far enough along. The lock window has to be timed correctly, and your rate floats. And sometimes you get a real nasty surprise with that rate. The builder has a per diem clause, which means if you miss the closing date, you owe the builder money. Sometimes, and the builder I work with, it's typically $200 a day. Sometimes more. I have personally watched outside lenders miss closing deadlines and cost their borrowers thousands of dollars in per diem charges because the lender didn't understand the builder's process, didn't communicate, didn't move fast enough. Hixon closes with this builder every single day of the week. I know the construction managers, I know the marketing manager, I know the CEO, I know the owner, I know the sales staff, I know that we have a specific underwriter for this specific subdivision, which one needs extra documentation up front. I know when to lock and when to float. I know the escrow company that is looking for the appropriate documentation and how it's all done. That's not arrogance, it's just repetition. That's the result of doing hundreds and hundreds of loans for them in the last few years. Pillar number 4, the match. Okay, here we go. Here's my promise on camera, hopefully in HD. Bring me a competing quote, a real reputable lender, a real loan estimate, a real disclosure, the whole 9 yards. If their rate is lower, I will match it. If their fees are lower, I will match those too. In many cases, because of my investor relationships, I will or actually can beat the quote. Then we stack the builder incentives on top of that, matched or beaten rate. So now you have a market competitive interest rate plus tens of thousands of dollars in builder money working for you. That's the package. That is what I bring to the table. So why am I telling you all this? Why am I literally begging you to shop me when most lenders would lose sleep at the thought? Because truly, not to sound arrogant, but I believe in what I have, because the only way I can lose this comparison if I'm not as actually good as I say I am. And I know that I am. I've built my entire business on this premise. My reputation, my referrals, my repeat clients, all of it come from buyers who have shopped us, come back to us, and then told their friends about the experience. If you go and shop me and you find somebody better, genuinely better, not just a teaser rate that vanishes at the closing table, then I would be the first person to tell you, go with them. Done it plenty of times. I can't win them all, but I sure try. Because the worst thing I can do for my long-term business is force a buyer in a worse deal just to earn a single commission. That's how you blow up a career. That's why the builder chose us. That's how the bad preferred lenders earned the reputation that gave the rest of us a bit of a black eye in the community. I'm not playing that game. I'm playing the long game. The referral game. You'll buy 4 houses with me over your lifetime and send me 20 of your friends game. Here's exactly what I want you to do. Step 1, get pre-approved with us. We are ready to go, available all the time. We will pre-approve you quickly. Then I'm going to pitch you my favorite Pacific Northwest home builder that I like to work with and show you what products they have available. And you'll know exactly what you qualify for and exactly what the potential builder incentives are and what they can do for you in that specific situation. Now, if you've identified the home that you like, step 2, go get another quote. I mean it. Get a few quotes. The preferred lender, when they're actually good at their job, has a complete unfair advantage that you, as the buyer, get to inherit. So I'm not afraid. Shop me, please. Because the only way I can prove what I'm saying to you is for you to do the homework and see it for yourself. If you're house hunting somewhere in the Pacific Northwest and you're coming from out of the area, please reach out to us, connect with us. We've got a wonderful builder that has great world-class product available and they want to get rid of it. Don't be afraid. Yes, this is me being biased, but I am also not afraid. Give me a call, shoot me a text, message me, call me arrogant, call me cocky, call me whatever you want. But at the end of the day, we believe strongly in what we're doing and we believe that we can compete with anyone. That is my whole pitch. I am the preferred lender. I want the competition. I want the comparison. Because when you stack what I bring to the table, the math wins every single time. I know this is a real conversation the rest of the industry doesn't want you to hear. So I'm going to continue to double down on this with new videos every week. By the way, this is not financial advice. Always make sure you consult your licensed loan officer about this specific situation, which, as it turns out, I am. Have a good day.